when me and my two brothers were growing up, in our household, we each had our own like special cup. And I don't know if this is something that other households did, but when we go home for the holidays, my mom still sets the table with our cups from childhood. Nick's is orange, Matt's is blue, and mine is pink. We have all kind of evolved into our own role within the family. And as the years went by, my middle brother Nick and I sort of fell into this pattern of whenever I had any type of news that I thought was mildly interesting, he would blow it out of the water with something shocking. So when I was still in high school and he was in college, he was arrested for being in DC during the World Bank protest and then starting a hunger strike in jail. I got a demerit for being out of my school uniform. I was in college and I got a letter to the editor published in our school paper. He was listed in Esquire magazine's 20-somethings of interest in Pennsylvania. What else? Oh, I went on a trip to Ireland. I emailed home. Oh, there's a sheep on the road. It was really cool. Mom emailed back. She said, oh yeah, Nick was on the TV news tonight for saving a chicken out of a tree. Because Nick was, over these years, he's developing a reputation as an animal welfare activist. And he's getting more and more well known for doing these campaigns against companies that test on animals. My oldest brother, Matt, the biggest controversy that he caused was over Christmas decorations every year. He wanted tinsel and garland. My mom said no. Standoff in the cold in front of the house. Hit repeat every year. So one summer, we're all at my Uncle Stevie's beach wedding, and I'm in the middle of an emotional crisis, a breakup, and Nick brings his new girlfriend, Sandra, to the wedding. She's a lawyer in a black suit. By the end of the night, she's best friends with everybody there. She's sitting next to my mom. They're swapping stories about Nick. She's asking a million questions. I'm crying into my vodka. She's jumping into every family photo. So after the wedding, I go back to New York, forget about Sandra, forget about my ex, focusing on meeting new guys. And I find myself at this apartment party talking with a bunch of guys that I had just met. And one of them was an extremely drunk, a belligerent investment banker. And I think he mistook something that I said because he got really angry at me. And he said to me, "You're out of shape." First of all, no. Second of all, I have worked very hard to develop my big butt based on messages from 90s pop songs. And third of all, that is bad manners, so I punched him in the side of the head. And the thing is, I'm compassionate. I didn't punch him in the nose because I know that hurts, and I don't want to get blood on the carpet because I was a guest and that's messy. But I don't know how to hit, so I broke my hand against his skull. So I go to the ER, I have a boxer's fracture. It's my left hand because I'm a lefty and I have a cast on. So, you know, I'm showering with a plastic bag, typing with one finger, dealing with this cast. After a couple days of this, I get a phone call from a number I don't recognize. I pick it up. This trembling, terrified voice on the other end goes, "Martha? This is Jim, the guy who said some really terrible things to you the other night." It was him! He tracked me down through all these people. He said, "My friends told me what I said to you. I don't remember any of it. I am so sorry. If I've been doing a lot of soul searching the past few days, and I realized that if I got that drunk, I must have a problem. You probably never want to see me again, but maybe you could take my number and we could meet up and you could see I'm not such a bad guy." I said, "Well, I would take your number, but I can't write right now." But he texted me his number. I'm thinking this will never happen, but the next weekend he's really eager to meet up. We arranged to meet at Starbucks. This is crazy. This is either going to be the best How We Met story ever, or it's a revenge plot. He's going to have lines of investment bankers ready to attack me. But we meet. He's very guilty. He apologizes. I apologize. You know, we chat like old friends for an hour. Now we're friends on Facebook. I go home for Thanksgiving with a story to tell. My family knows I broke my hand, but nobody knows how it happened or anything behind it. It's very mysterious. And Nick isn't even going to be at Thanksgiving this year. It is my turn. So I get there, you know, Matt's sneaking tinsel out of the closet. Aunts and uncles start to come in. I come out of the kitchen with my cast. Jackets are not even off before my Uncle Stevie says, "Did you guys hear about Nick?" No one knew. What? What's up? What is it? What? The girlfriend Sandra at the wedding. She was a private investigator. She was hired to investigate him by one of these companies he's working against, and she confessed to him. "I love you. I can't lie to you anymore. I really want to make this work." He said no. She blew her cover. She lost her job. The girl's a wedding-crashing spy. Everyone is a buzz, blah, 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 blah. Everyone's talking, everyone's loud, everyone's crazy. And in the middle of the noise, Stevie looks at me and he sees my cast. He goes, "What happened to you? You punched somebody?" And I just looked down and I said, "Yeah, Yeah, I did. And then, you know, no one even is paying any attention. My mom calls us into the kitchen for dinner. Matt's sneaking the garland up onto the wall. And I go in. Everyone's still talking about Nick. I sit down at the table, and with my casted hand, I fumble for my pink cup. And I start Thanksgiving dinner in my rightful place. Thank you.